Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ, who said that?
No, mind you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yo, dude. The fire, let's get out of here, dude. Seriously, let's get out of here. The fire, let's get out of here.
This video was recorded over 8 years ago, with little context available, except that the man lives alone in what seems to be a haunted house. It began with distant banging and occasional knocking, but soon objects started moving by themselves. Then, one night, he caught something chilling on camera. Various objects can be seen shifting and flying around the house. While the man, seemingly accustomed to the strange occurrences, doesn't panic, he still can't explain what's behind them. So, is his home truly haunted or just part of an elaborate setup? You decide. This footage was recorded by a home security camera outside a residence in the UK. A woman returns home late at night, parks in her driveway, and gets out of her car. Everything appears completely ordinary until suddenly it's not.
Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ, who said that? Oh. Oh. Oh, God. Oh.
As she shuts her car door and walks toward the entrance, a spine-tingling voice suddenly calls out.
Hello, 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 hello.
Frightened, she gasps and quickly turns around, searching for whoever or whatever might be hidden in the shadows. Yet, the footage captures no one nearby. Some who've watched the video think someone was crouched in the bushes, while others fear it was something more malevolent, something that wanted her to feel its presence. In this chilling video, a Reddit user named Can't Stop Giggling shared a mysterious clip that's been drawing a lot of attention. The footage, recorded back in 2015, shows him slowly making his way through thick woods in Massachusetts. He moves carefully, staying as quiet as possible, like he's trying not to scare off whatever he's following. That leaves us wondering, what exactly is he trying so hard not to disturb? It doesn't take long before we find out. Out of nowhere, a furry, unknown creature is seen slowly making its way through the trees before vanishing into the forest, never to reappear. The person who posted the video is convinced it was a young Bigfoot, and given its size and movement, it's a believable guess. Still, like all supposed cryptid sightings, there's plenty of room for doubt. Could it have been a clever fake, or did he film something unexplainable? If it wasn't a baby Bigfoot, then what did he actually catch on camera? Let's know what you think in the comments. A man named Robert White from Williamsburg, Virginia, was relaxing on his front porch late one night, taking in the quiet and gazing into the woods, when he suddenly heard something rustling among the trees. As he looked closer, he spotted a pair of glowing eyes staring directly at him.
Alright, no lie. I'm on my back porch. I heard someone stomping in the woods. Something huge.
As Robert peers more intently, he spots what appears to be a pale gray, humanoid figure with glowing orange eyes perched in the trees. The figure quickly retreats into the branches the moment it realizes it's been seen. Curious and unsettled, Robert decides to call out to it. When things take an unexpected turn,
Show yourself. I stood my ground. I saw your eyes. The eyes were not visible. I couldn't see anything. I had my flashlight on. I couldn't see anything. This thing is big. I'm not that high off the ground, but I'm high enough to where I thought it couldn't attack me until I saw how high its eyes were.
As Robert watches it closely, the creature suddenly vanishes into the darkness, only to be heard rapidly moving toward him. Without hesitation, Robert spins around and rushes back into his house, unwilling to discover what might happen if it got any closer. Since that night, he's never seen it again. This video, shared on Reddit by a user named Roski15, is seriously creeping people out. According to the uploader, he discovered it on a public Surfline camera and isn't sure what he captured, but admits it's definitely strange. Take a look. A strange object can be seen floating and moving quickly across the water, creating a disturbance in the sea, right in the middle of the day. The uploader shared this public statement. As mentioned, I saw this on a public Surfline camera. Whatever it is caught my attention, so I wanted to share it. It doesn't seem to affect the water and is moving very fast. Never seen anything like it, and I don't think it has anything to do with the camera. So what do you think? Did the Surfline camera actually capture real UFO, or maybe USO, unidentified submerged object, footage? Or was it something else entirely? We may never know for sure. Connor Lyle's doorbell camera picked up something really creepy late one Thursday night. He says no one else was outside at the time. He had just gotten home around 8 p.m. and was walking up to his front door when he suddenly felt uneasy, like something wasn't right, and he wasn't alone. He tried to shake it off, thinking he was just being paranoid, but when he looked at the doorbell footage later, he was shocked. This is what the camera caught. Pay close attention. Turns out, that uneasy feeling Connor had wasn't in his head. It was completely real. Behind him, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen moving past, only to vanish without a trace. Just seconds later, it shows up again. This time much closer, almost like it was following him. Feeling that same chill, Connor turned around to check, but saw nothing. No movement, no one there. Yet the camera told a different story. Something had been behind him, something he couldn't see. Whatever it was, remains a complete mystery. Randonautica is an app launched by Auburn Salcido and Josh Langfelder in February 2020. It sends users to random coordinates nearby, encouraging them to explore and share what they come across. While some of the discoveries are just odd, others can be truly frightening, like in this video. A TikTok user named Marie and her friend followed one of the app's generated locations, but when they arrived, they were shocked by what they found.
Why did we just go to this quantum points and this whole person is sky? Oh my god. I can't. What if the person shows up in my rear view camera? No, I can't. Why did we just go to this quantum points and this whole person is sky? Oh my god. I can't. What if the person shows up in my rearview camera?
At first, only one person can be seen, but toward the end of the video, one or two more figures appear to be walking toward the TikTok user. The clip is seriously unsettling and serves as a reminder that some apps might be better left alone. Let's just hope Marie is safe and takes more precautions in the future. Larry, who runs the Work Less Enjoy Life More YouTube channel, usually shares calm RV trips through the American Southwest. But in 2022, during a journey with his two Chihuahuas, Mason and Marty, he ran into something much darker. While setting up camp in a remote forest in Arizona, he was looking forward to a quiet night. However, as darkness fell and he began cooking, the peaceful vibe quickly turned into something terrifying.
Get lit up here. Oh yeah. I hear somebody walking outside. And they knocked. Walking around the camper. I can still hear them walking outside. One more knock. Just one knock.
Suddenly, a loud knock hit the RV door, freezing Larry in place. His heart raced as he stood completely still, unwilling to move. Trusting his instincts, he reached for his weapon, feeling that anyone out in the dark woods likely didn't have good intentions. Then, he heard slow, steady footsteps circling the RV, followed by another loud knock, and the disturbing sound of something dragging across the metal siding, like flesh against metal. The feeling in the air was heavy and unsettling. Eventually, the noises stopped, but Larry barely slept that night. As soon as the sun came up, still shaken and filled with dread, he packed up quickly and left the area without looking back. Reddit user CrazyGrapefruit415 usually meets up with a tight-knit group of friends once or twice a week for poker night. They always gather at the same friend's house, a quiet, ordinary place that never raised any concerns. But one night, things took an unexpected turn. The conversation shifted to paranormal topics, and that's when Crazy Grapefruit learned something creepy. The house they'd been hanging out in could be haunted. He laughed it off at first, until one of the friends pulled out a video. Suddenly, no one was joking anymore. The room went silent. At exactly 10:44 p.m., in the dim glow of the room, a security camera picked up something truly creepy. One of the chairs around the poker table suddenly slid backward, as if someone invisible had just sat down. Seconds later, another chair slowly moved away from the table, with no one nearby. The motion-activated camera then began scanning the room until it stopped, facing a window. Through the blinds, two glowing eyes stared in. A pale, ghost-like face was pressed against the glass, completely still, just watching. Even though the camera kept reacting like something was moving, no one could be seen. So, what kind of force was moving those chairs? And who, or what, was silently watching from outside? A woman known as Mrs. Rez on TikTok had been facing growing paranormal activity in her home for almost 2 months. The situation was getting worse, and she was nearing her breaking point. Mrs. Rez lived with her 2 young children, both dearly loved by her and their father. But on the night this unsettling video was filmed, he was away working the night shift. Sadly, none of them expected the spirits to start interfering with their baby's things.
I rebuke you in Jesus' name. What the? I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I rebuke you in Jesus' name. Leave these babies alone. I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I rebuke you.
In the video, a toy skateboard begins to rock back and forth on its own, unnervingly steady, even after Mrs. Rez tries several times to stop it. Her efforts have no effect, and it quickly becomes clear that something else is in control. Then, the camera captures faint, unintelligible whispers, murmurs with no clear source. Who or what made those sounds is still a mystery, but one thing is clear: she wasn't alone in that room. In the footage, a man is seen recording himself. Everything seems normal at first, but as he slowly tilts the camera upward, something terrifying appears. Behind him stands a sinister-looking woman, her face distorted in an unnaturally horrifying way. Is this real, or something far more disturbing than we can comprehend? Share your thoughts in the comments below. TikTok user Domadios Dom lived a quiet, normal life until something unnatural moved in. It began with small things, doors swaying open, or random items falling off shelves. At first, he looked for logical explanations like drafts or vibrations, but nothing made sense. Every sign pointed to something paranormal. Dom felt whatever it was seemed to feed on his fear. He tried to stay calm, engaging with the entity kindly in hopes of creating peace. Instead, it only made things worse, and the situation became much scarier.
Hey guys, so I just got home from work, and I was reading through your comments. Of course, I already got this happening. Got this door creaking, moving once again. Stop. I said stop. Kitty? Kitty? Stop. I said stop. What the hell? Nothing in the door. Spirits, this is enough. I said stop.
Many believe animals can detect the supernatural, and Dom's cat clearly sensed something unusual. In a chilling moment, the cat stared at something invisible, with its ears back and tail fluffed. Still, Dom didn't give up. He kept trying to communicate with the spirit, hoping it would help, but the more he tried, the more the spirit reacted.
I need to sleep. Stop. You need to leave. This is my home. You need to stop. This is my home. Like always, nothing. Stop. Turn it off. I need to sleep. Thank you. Now leave. Turn it off.
Every time he checks, there are no intruders, no explanations, and no movement, but the air feels heavy, as if something unseen is still present. The next clip escalates things even further.
If I got this reading right here, I'm trying to focus on it, but it's kind of hard when you got this going on. Stop. Stop.
Was that truly a shadow figure caught on camera? Or is Dom just cleverly fooling the internet? These eerie videos have sparked intense debate. Some are convinced he's being haunted, while others believe he's orchestrating everything. Either way, something strange is going on in that house. Sherry, who runs a laid-back TikTok account featuring everyday moments from her life, never posted anything out of the ordinary until one video left both her and her followers shaken. While alone at home, she began hearing strange, unexplained noises coming from an empty room upstairs. The unsettling sounds became more frequent, but no one was ever there. To get to the bottom of it, she installed a security camera in the room. One night, when she got an alert and reviewed the footage, what she saw made her stomach drop. In the footage, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen reflected in the glass at the bottom of the door, clearly resembling a head and shoulders gently swaying. Suddenly, the door opens on its own, and the figure appears to duck and vanish into the floor. The moment feels eerily real. Sherry was left shaken, unable to comprehend what she had just seen. Since then, she's been living in fear, and after witnessing something like that inside your home, it might be best to pack up and never return. Tim works as an overnight security guard at a long-abandoned excavation site. What he expected to be an uneventful night shifted quickly and unraveled into a waking nightmare. Alarms blared without cause, empty chairs slid across the floor on their own, and unseen forces scraped eerily along the concrete. The air grew heavy, foul, and every step he took was shadowed by a growing sense of dread. Whatever haunted the site wasn't just unsettled, it was aware of him. Desperate for answers, Tim began recording his shifts, and that's when the real terror began.
It just got really cold in here. I had to turn off my radio earlier. It's jumping with static. Usually that means it's close. Man, that's cold. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I can definitely feel something in here. Whoa. Just saw my apple move. Just saw him move. Oh. What do you want? Who are you? Oh. What does this mean? What do you want? Why are you playing games? Why did you attack me the other day? What do you want?
Items in the room began shifting unpredictably, bouncing and spinning without any clear reason. At one moment, an apple rolls across the table on its own, with Tim's legs clearly out of the way. There's no sign of magnets or hidden tools, and the space under the table is far too tight for anyone to be hiding. But just as it seems things might calm down, the atmosphere shifts. The presence isn't just unsettling anymore, it's starting to feel threatening.
No, ah!
Some skeptics might argue it's all fake, but when Tim's camera suddenly lurches and his feet slide as though he's being pulled, it's not so easy to brush off. Pushed by a mix of fear and curiosity, he returns to the area where the most intense encounters have happened. Behind a sealed-off wall, he discovers a decaying, abandoned storage room. Convinced this forgotten space might be the heart of the strange occurrences, he sets up a hidden camera, and within an hour, it records something that stuns even veteran paranormal investigators. Tim, equipped with his gear, bravely steps into the darkness of the haunted room, but within moments, he's seen bolting out, racing back to the ground floor in sheer panic. Did you see it? Go back and take a closer look at the Egyptian bust positioned on the center beam. For a fleeting moment, a shadowy hand appears to rest on the statue, then vanishes almost instantly. There are two possible explanations. Either it's a clever edit using digital masking to hide someone behind a virtual layer, or it's something truly paranormal. Unless that hand belongs to Thing from the Addams family, or someone with impossible flexibility, no person could have reached that spot without being clearly visible on camera. Still, despite the chilling encounters, Tim hasn't walked away. His comment section is filled with viewers begging him to quit, but he remains on duty, guarding what many now believe to be one of the most haunted places ever recorded. Ian, the investigator behind the Midwest Ghost Hunter YouTube channel, set out on a chilling solo mission, venturing straight into Timberlake Road in Minnesota. Locals whisper that it's one of the most haunted roads in the entire state. According to legend, a heartbroken woman took her own life there, and ever since, drivers have reported seeing her ghost wandering through the night. Others claim to have witnessed phantom houses suddenly appear, or tall shadowy figures with glowing eyes watching from deep within the forest. Armed only with his equipment and courage, Ian began his investigation. He started by taking photos with his digital camera, and quickly noticed something unusual: glowing orbs suspended in the still night air. But the real fear set in when he broke the silence, and something responded.
My name is Ian. Could you tell me your name? The hell was that? That sounded like a whisper almost. Is that you? Speaking to me?
A chilling whisper crept through the static, faint yet unmistakable. Ian had barely registered it when the atmosphere grew noticeably heavier. As he carefully ventured deeper into the dark, shadowy stretch of the road, the energy shifted, turning far more disturbing and ominous.
Oh God, the hell was that? I just freaking heard something over here. It's a freaking road sign. Is that what I heard? Oh my God, I just heard a freaking voice now. Oh my God, okay, stuff's starting to pop off here.
Each step he took was met with increasingly bizarre sounds, echoes drifting from the forest, eerie and distant as though they weren't meant for human ears. Ian crept forward, carefully watching the trees, and that's when he saw it.
Hello? Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God, what the hell is that freaking noise? Holy crap. Dude, it almost sounds like a freaking howl. Over here. And honestly, it's gone completely quiet. Oh my God. Okay, time to go. Time to go. Oh my God, what the f was that? Stop. Oh.
A dark, shadowy figure darted across the road with lightning speed, solid enough to catch Ian's eye and frightening enough to send a jolt of fear through him. But even during panic, he pressed on, driven by a need to uncover the truth.
Whoa. I think I just saw it over there now. What in the world is that? Is it like a glow bug or something? I keep seeing like these weird lights out in the woods here.
That's when a strange, glowing light began to pulse deep within the forest, first appearing far away, then flashing again, this time much closer, right in front of him. It was as if the light wanted to be noticed. Still, Ian didn't turn back. He pushed further into the darkness, and what happened next left him completely stunned.
Whoa. What was that? Dude. Holy crap. Okay, I'm not gonna run towards it this time because I'm worried I'm just gonna scare her away again. I'm just gonna sit here and watch. Whoa. Holy crap, I'm literally seeing her disappearing and reappearing like in real time. Oh my god. Holy, that was a straight up freaking full body apparition. Oh my god.
Out of the darkness ahead, a full-body ghostly apparition emerged, a white, mist-like figure gliding across the road, briefly turning as it passed. With the legend in mind, the woman who tragically died here, you have to wonder, could this have been her spirit? In a move most of us wouldn't dare attempt, Ian ran straight toward the figure. No hesitation, no fear, just raw determination. But when he reached the exact spot where the ghost had appeared, there was nothing, no trace. Ian's investigation was far from over. Could the legend be more real than anyone ever imagined? Paranormal explorers Stephen and Dylan from the Haunted Nights YouTube channel began a chilling investigation at the Jonesville Rest Home. This abandoned care facility has been closed for less than 2 years, but its dark history goes back further. It was once a school from the 1930s to the 1960s before being turned into a retirement home. With the shutdown still recent, reports of ghost sightings and strange activity are alarmingly current. Eager to find out more, Steve entered alone and quickly began the investigation.
My name is Steve. I've come here to talk to you tonight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I hope the mic picked that.
As Steve moved through the pitch-black hallways, strange sounds echoed around him, loud bangs and unexplained knocks coming from nearby empty rooms. Soon after, Dylan joined him inside, and Steve told him about the eerie noises he had just heard. It didn't take long before Dylan experienced the same chilling sounds for himself.
What is that? It sounds like it's like either right on this side or right here. I don't see anything though.
Down there, that's what I mean.
Sounds like it's on the door.
That's what I mean.
As they ventured further into the dim hallways, the eerie noises grew more constant.
What was that?
I think it messed up.
Oh, okay.
What does it sound like?
I thought something hit something.
Oh.
Like metallic.
That wasn't
That's
metallic.
what I mean. That's what I heard. What is that? What is that?
Was it like humming?
Yes.
It was like singing.
What the hell was that?
It was like a male voice.
Hello? It was like, oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello?
Sounds like downstairs.
Yeah.
They heard what seemed like a door slamming shut downstairs and decided to check out the basement. That's where the paranormal activity began to escalate.
She's in?
No, something just pulled on my sweatshirt. I thought I was on the edge of this and I wasn't touching it. Oh, I thought the side of my pocket got stuck on this.
Yeah, like hooked on it?
So I turned to move and I was here. Dude, that was actually a pretty solid, I legitimately thought I was hooked on, I didn't know if I was hooked on here, but I'm not even close to that, and this door moves. So I wouldn't have.
It would have came with you, yeah.
Dude, that was really, really weird. It was like right here, and it felt like it went like this. Like
pulled you back?
Straight back this way. Like something was like right here. That's why I thought I was stuck on the door.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What'd you hear?
Did you see me jump?
Yeah. What was
Oh
that?
my God, dude. I don't know if that was a voice.
Steve later stepped outside, leaving Dylan alone in the haunted building for a solo session. With the lights off, Dylan turned on the Spirit Talker app to try and connect with any spirits. But the responses he received weren't just unsettling, they were more than he was ready to handle.
Agony.
Jeez. That scared me, bro. It said agony. Are you in agony? I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh, that was a really weird, dude. Oh my gosh, that was really strange. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have like my sleeves kind of rolled up. It felt like someone just ran their hand, like their finger, down my arm. I had my arm just like at my side like this, right? It felt like someone just ran like a single finger down my arm. Ooh, that was bizarre.
By the end of the night, both Steve and Dylan said they felt something physically touch them. Combined with the eerie sounds echoing throughout the building, their experience added even more chilling proof to the claims that the Jonesville rest home is truly haunted. A young mother named Kendall sometimes posts glimpses of her life on TikTok. Some time ago, she worked as a manager at Macy's. One early morning, while going through her usual routine to get the store ready for opening, she experienced something that left her unsettled and filled with questions. While Kendall was unlocking the main entrance, something unusual happened behind her. One of the store's doors slowly creaked open on its own. She froze, staring in disbelief, trying to make sense of what she had just witnessed. She later said that in all her time working there, she had never seen a door move by itself. When she mentioned it to her boss and asked to review the store's security footage, the only reply she got was, "I have no clue." If a ghost was behind it, at least it was polite enough to open the door first. Still, the unexplained moment left a definite chill in its wake. A man named Adam shares that for as long as he can remember, there's been a creepy-looking house next door that sat on the market for years. One day, while Adam is home alone, relaxing in his living room near the window facing that house, he sees something straight out of a nightmare. At the window, the unsettling image of a girl with long black hair appears inside the abandoned house. However, the most chilling detail in the footage is the figure lurking behind her. A large, shadowy figure is seen watching the man. If the house has been vacant for so long, then who or what was that? This next footage was shared on Reddit by a user who says it was filmed in Sobanka, Hungary, on June 29, 2020. As of the time this video was made, the post had gained over 13,000 likes, an impressive number on its own. The video is truly breathtaking. It captures the stunning natural beauty of Hungary, but if you look closely at the sky, when the footage is slowed down, a strange, cylindrical-shaped object can be seen in the sky, quite different from the typical disc-shaped UFOs. The Reddit post included some key details. The object moves behind clouds, has low visibility, and reflects light off what appears to be a metallic surface. It's seamless, with no visible means of propulsion. It makes multiple sharp turns at high speed and shows instant acceleration, possibly using anti-gravity technology. Despite its speed, it made no sonic boom. The estimated speed is around 1,800 kilometers per hour. It's no surprise the footage has left so many viewers puzzled. One commenter wrote, "This video is excellent. The object is large enough to be tracked into the clouds, and its flight path is unusual. The sunlight reflecting off it looks natural, and the dull gray metallic color matches other UAP reports. Very compelling. Of course, there's always the possibility this is nothing more than clever video editing, but it's also possible the videographer managed to capture genuine evidence of extraterrestrial life. What do you think? Let me know in the comments." Marco had been living comfortably in his small 2-room apartment for about a year, and nothing out of the ordinary had ever occurred. It was a quiet, peaceful neighborhood Marco loved, with great hangout spots and his best friend Louis nearby. They'd been close since high school, though Louis had always been a bit. He was into strange rituals, like attraction spells or energy work to ward off illness. Marco didn't believe in any of it, but he didn't mind. One day, Louis asked if he could use Marco's apartment for a small gathering while Marco was away. Marco agreed, but that choice changed everything. After Louis' mysterious meetup, the apartment became a center of unexplained activity. Things got so intense that Marco ended up buying an EMF detector to track the disturbances.
De novo não, velho. De novo não, de novo não. Sempre esse telefone tocando, mano. Entre esse horário, velho. Alô? Quem é? Quem tá falando? E galera, tipo, é sempre esse horário. É como se alguém estivesse do outro lado da linha, respirando de um jeito muito estranho, sabe? E não fala nada, mano. Eles nunca falam nada. Ó, vou mostrar pra vocês. Olha isso. É sempre esse horário. Entre 2h30 e 3 horas da manhã. Eu escuto como se fosse, tipo, alguns passos nesse taco. Tipo assim, sabe? De vez em quando a porta bate. Mano, Eu não sei o que fazer, velho. Puta, eita, uma aranha ali. Caramba. Que isso, gente? Que porra é essa, velho? O que tá acontecendo, mano? Vocês viram, a TV ligou sozinha, velho. Tô vendo uns barulhos muito estranhos ali fora, velho. E a TV tá ligando sozinha, mano. Eu não sei o que fazer, mano. Que isso, mano? Que isso, velho? Que porra é essa, mano? Mano, vocês, velho. Que isso, gente? O que tá acontecendo?
The apartment suddenly felt charged with strange energy. Phones rang with no one on the line. Lights flickered wildly, and eerie noises echoed from outside. Whispers, thuds, even growls. Fed up, Marco confronted Louis, who admitted he had hosted a gathering of paranormal enthusiasts in the apartment, including ghost hunters, mediums, and self-proclaimed exorcists. He apologized and promised to make things right. The next day, Louis showed up with a priest, and together they performed a full cleansing and spiritual exorcism, calling on protection from negative forces. After that, the strange activity stopped, and Marco's apartment was calm again, but he never let Louis hold another harmless meetup there. Old Fogey John, who often shares videos of frightening experiences from his daily life, may have posted one of his most unsettling clips yet. In this particular video, recorded back in February, John is seen walking outside late at night. Nothing unusual at first, but things take a deeply sinister turn when it becomes clear he's not alone in the darkness. Take a look. A terrifying creature suddenly begins to take shape in the distance, leaving viewers horrified by what they're seeing. Unfortunately, the footage cuts off just after John makes the shocking discovery. The figure appears unusually tall and lanky, adding to the fear and mystery. What could this creature possibly be, and what did it want with John? Whatever it was, let's hope it never comes after him again. This unsettling video was shared on the well-known High Strangeness subreddit, a place for strange and mysterious photos, videos, and stories. In this clip, recorded in Coos Bay, Oregon, on April 5th, 2023, a group of hunters were out searching for animals when they came across something truly unusual. Let's take a look. The hunters spotted what appeared to be a strange, cube-shaped UFO in broad daylight. Even when the footage is slowed down, the object still looks unusual, possibly not from this world. Because it was so far away, the camera couldn't capture it clearly, making it tough to identify exactly what it was. Unfortunately, we may never know for sure what the hunters saw that day. A man named Jorge shared a disturbing video explaining that during the late hours of the night, his baby's nanny cam captured something truly horrifying. As the door shuts, a dark figure can be seen moving toward the crib, looming ominously over the baby. The shadowy figure appears to interact with objects, as if it's touching their daughter. Disturbed by what he saw, Jorge uploaded the footage to his Facebook page in search of answers. On June 28, 2025, a man named Luis began noticing strange noises coming from inside his workplace. He works at an external warehouse connected to a club, and recently, several employees had also reported hearing unusual sounds. Initially, no one thought much of it, but the noises soon became louder and more frequent. During one of his shifts, Luis decided to investigate alone. After hearing the sounds again, he headed into that part of the warehouse and pulled out his phone to record what he found.
O sea, está súper rarísimo. No sé qué habrá sido, la verdad. Pero donde más escuché es allá arriba y la neta me están temblando las piernas para subir. No, no mames. Algo se está moviendo allá arriba. No mames. No mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No manches. No mames. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? No mames. No mames, no mames. Esto fue lo que se movió. Me está temblando la mano. Ay. Tengo las orejas hasta calientes. Aquí no. Pues aquí nadie tiene acceso. O sea, no sube nadie. O sea, ahorita les voy a enseñar que no hay nada. Nada, ni nadie aquí. No mames. De hecho, que está como cerrada. Aquí. No hay nada. Miren aquí de este. No mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No mames. La verdad es que esta luz que está acá fue la que me hizo. No hay nadie. Aquí no sé qué pedo. No mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No manches.
Items start shifting on their own, and from behind a shut door, a shadowy figure briefly peeks out at Luis. Gripped by fear, he runs out of the warehouse in a panic. Though he still doesn't know what triggered the strange occurrences, he continues to look into it every day. A TikTok user named Spitfire Fine shared her heartbreaking story. Her young daughter had sadly passed away. Since that tragic day, Spitfire says she's often felt a spiritual presence close by. One evening, her hallway security camera sent her a notification, and what it captured felt like a message from the other side. As her husband quietly walked past their late daughter's bedroom, a soft voice echoed through the hallway. If you turn up the volume, you can clearly hear the gentle whisper, "I love you, Daddy." The sound is faint but unmistakable. Spitfire was in shock. She recognized the voice immediately. Deep down, she knew it was her daughter. That moment changed everything for her. Now, more than ever, she believes her child's spirit is still with them, watching over their family. TikTok user Relief12 was simply enjoying some quiet time in the garden when they noticed something strange behind one of the plants, prompting them to start filming. A disturbingly creepy face can be seen peeking out from behind the plant, staring directly at the person filming with eerie, unblinking eyes throughout the entire clip. Interestingly, the man recording doesn't sound too alarmed, but it's likely he's just trying to keep calm and not show fear. The biggest question is, what exactly is hiding behind that plant? Is it a person, or could it be some kind of strange humanoid creature? While checking his storage unit, a man in Mexico started hearing the disturbing sound of a girl screaming somewhere within the building.
Se escucha adentro.
Believing it might just be the spirit of a girl haunting the facility, he didn't think too much of it and decided to simply record the moment.
Se escucha adentro.
After receiving many concerned comments suggesting there might be a real girl in danger, the management checked and confirmed that no one was inside the units that day, though they admitted that strange things often happen there. Was it a spirit or someone who actually needed help? Let me know what you think. A man from Argentina named Fito decided to check his attic after hearing strange footsteps and voices coming from above late at night. As he opens the attic door to investigate, he makes a chilling discovery. He discovers a hidden door that leads to an upper section of the attic. Inside the dim attic, he comes face to face with a black cat hiding in the shadows. Since opening that hidden door, he explains, the nighttime noises have only intensified, almost as if whatever's up there isn't pleased they disturbed it. Could the cat be a warning, or something else hiding deeper in the darkness? Late at night, a girl named Alicia from Peru recorded a terrifying moment after going to check out the sound of someone crying in a nearby dark alley. What she saw left her shaken. A cloaked figure can be seen moving through the area, making disturbing sounds, some like an animal, others like a human. Locals believe this might be a Hara, a cursed being from Peruvian folklore, said to be a human transformed into an animal through black magic. Celeste, who worked the night shift, took on late hours at a hospital long rumored to have a creepy atmosphere. Some staff claimed to see shadows moving through empty hallways, while others reported hearing faint voices whispering their names when no one was nearby. Most chalked it up to fatigue after long shifts, but Celeste was curious. She began recording her nightly rounds, determined to catch whatever might be hiding in the hospital's dimly lit corners.
Yo hoy quiero contar mi experiencia acá en el Hospital Nacional grabando los pasillos. Realmente, aunque no se vio nada paranormal, pero sí que el ambiente estaba muy pesado. Yo ando grabando de noche sola los pasillos, ¿verdad? Pero nunca vi cosas paranormales. Escuché la historia de María Soledad acá en el Hospital Nacional. Me entró la curiosidad y quise grabar, pero no se vio nada. Pero sí, en los primeros días que estuve grabando me dolió mucho la cabeza, como 3 días me estuvo doliendo mucho la cabeza. Pero vamos a seguir grabando.
At first, night after night, her recordings showed nothing unusual. But then, one evening, everything took a horrifying turn. while Celeste silently made her way down an empty hallway. A disturbing growl echoed near her phone's microphone. Oddly enough, she didn't hear it at the time, only noticing it later when she reviewed the footage. The sound appeared to trail behind her, intensifying with each step. When she arrived at the elevators, the doors started to open and shut by themselves, as though an invisible presence was accompanying her through the vacant hospital. That's when Celeste sensed she was being followed by something that seemed to draw strength from her fear. A few nights later, determined to confront it, she headed to the top floor, an area staff often spoke of as a hotspot for strange occurrences. As Celeste ascends the staircase, a low growl and the eerie hum of a woman's voice singing a tuneless melody echo through the air. When she reaches the closed door at the top, she finds a pentagram etched into it, a clear sign that someone had marked it, hinting at a dark presence within. A few nights later, at exactly 3 a.m., Celeste captures something on camera. Growls echo through the hallway, and behind the door, a shadowy figure briefly appears. Yet when Celeste enters, the room is empty. After sharing the footage online, viewers were unnerved. Many believe the hospital harbors something malevolent, something sinister, or perhaps the lingering presence of someone who never moved on. But the question remains, what do you think? A woman named Vicky shared that for several nights, she's noticed a strange, animal-like face staring at her from one of the rooms in her home.
It's back. It keeps peeking in here on me. Oh my goodness gracious, what the hell? Ain't nobody in the other room. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, my pistol's in the other room. I can't do it. What the hell is that?
The eerie face of a demonic-looking creature can be seen lurking in the darkness, staring straight at her.
Oh my gosh. It keeps... Hello? What do you need? I don't even know who you are. This house is haunted. There's something in the other room.
She explains that she lives alone and doesn't have any pets. To this day, she still has no idea who or what keeps showing up at night. On March 24th, 2025, a man named Miguel was working the night shift as a security guard at an old abandoned primary school somewhere in Managua, Nicaragua. Though the school had been deserted for over a year, it still contained many valuables, and the owner planned to sell the property. Until then, Miguel was responsible for night patrols and caring for the 4 dogs left on site. The land the school sits on once served as a sanctuary during the Nicaraguan Civil War, and nearby, fallen soldiers were reportedly burned after death. Late one night, while making his rounds, Miguel noticed something unsettling in one of the classrooms and quickly snapped a photo. Peering from behind the wall, a pale, eerie face appeared to be staring directly at him. On another night, Miguel decided to film a walkthrough of the facility during his late shift, only to capture something truly chilling on camera.
Sí da miedo. De hecho, por aquí inicio porque por acá me queda cerca la torre de control. Si veo algo o me pasa algo acá, yo salgo corriendo a mi torre de control y ahí me enllavo. Pero como les seguía diciendo, este lugar es un poco sano.
Once again, that same unsettling face is seen peeking out from behind a door. Moments later, a distant door slowly opens on its own. But it was the following night when Miguel witnessed something that truly shook him to his core. Watch closely.
Entonces, ¿qué es eso que se escucha? ¿Qué es eso que se escucha? Bueno. Hola, 100 puta. Hola, 100 puta.
A disturbing figure is caught on camera rushing toward him on the second floor. The encounter left Miguel so shaken, he took a few days off to recover. When he returned a few nights later to continue his walkthrough of the classrooms, something else happened, something just as unsettling.
Esta sería la última aula que reviso en el rondín. Ah, como pueden ver, pues está un poco descuidada porque aquí han guardado las cosas que el colegio antes usaba. Me escuché algo, pero no sé qué fue. Bueno, fue la 100 puta. Uy, fue la 100 puta. No jodas. Ojalá que lo haya grabado. Ojalá que lo haya grabado.
A chair suddenly slides across the floor behind Miguel, prompting him to sprint to the other side of the school, refusing to go near that classroom again. But a few nights later, when he returns, the lights begin to flicker, and he captures something truly chilling.
Es que ando tartamudo del asustado que estoy. Ahora mira, mira cuando yo me alejo. Mira. Mira, mira, ¿ya viste? Mira. Ahora mira cuando me acerco. Mira. Nada. 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 Ahora mira ahorita que es que estoy tartamudeando.
Suddenly, someone, or something, bangs loudly on the window. Miguel was reaching his breaking point. Unable to take it any longer, he presented all his footage to his employer and insisted on having someone else share the night shift so he wouldn't be left alone in that place. In the end, whether it was a real ghost or not, that's for you to decide. In this unsettling video, a father was casually recording a clip for his girlfriend, showing her how to unlock the safe where he kept his earnings. Since he worked in a cash-heavy business, most of his income was in physical bills, so having a secure spot they could both access was important. The video was supposed to be simple and helpful, just a normal moment, until something completely unexplainable happened, turning it into a terrifying experience.
Este es el pasillo donde están las cruces. Las cruces. Este es mi cuarto. Atrás de la cortina hay una bodega. Está la cruz, es como un camino hacia esa caja fuerte. Ahí está una caja fuerte que creo que está. No, no es cierto. No es cierto. No sé qué ando.
Ay, me caí.
Estoy cayendo. Oye, niña, ¿puedes venir a abrir la caja fuerte?
Right after he asked his young daughter to pull back the curtain, it suddenly flew open without her even touching it. The motion was quick and unnatural, immediately sending a chill through the room. No one was behind the curtain, and the area was clearly empty. Whatever moved it wasn't human. And now, he had it all on camera. A real-life encounter with something supernatural, captured during what was meant to be just a simple, everyday video. Pablo, a man from Spain, was heartbroken after his father was killed in a violent car accident. Although dashcam footage clearly showed that a reckless driver caused the crash, authorities placed the blame on Pablo's father. There was no proper investigation, no justice. The family was outraged, speaking out publicly, contacting news outlets, and accusing the police of being negligent and uncaring. It seemed like the world had moved on, but Pablo's father hadn't. He still had something to say from beyond the grave. Watch this chilling video closely.
En el video de la oficina, donde se escuchaba un niño diciendo, yo soy malo, pues parece que me traje esa madre. Chequen esto. Es la segunda vez que se escucha que están tocando. Mira, están toqui, toqui. No hay nadie. Que no digan nada.
It began on a typical Sunday. Pablo was at home when he heard loud knocking at the front door, but when he opened it, no one was there. Thinking it was just kids playing a harmless prank, he shrugged it off, even smiling at the memory of his childhood antics. But when he checked his home security footage, a chilling detail stood out. His dog was barking furiously at the empty doorway, as if someone invisible was still standing there. The video left viewers baffled, sparking debate with no clear explanation, until 2 weeks later, when Pablo shared something that changed everything.
Otra vez están escuchando ruidos, pero ahora vienen de aquí de la oficina. Escuchaba como que arrastraban cosas o movían algo. Pero no se ve nada. La neta sí me da miedo. Y ese pinche Superman no estaba en el piso. ¿Hay alguien aquí? A la virga, güey, ¿qué pido?
In the footage, the truth revealed itself. Objects in Pablo's room began to move on their own. A skateboard rolled across the floor without anyone touching it. No tricks, no strings. It was unmistakable, clear signs of paranormal activity. There was no longer any doubt. A ghost was haunting his home. A man named Dario and his family took a vacation to the Appalachian Mountains. While staying at a rental cabin, they decided to spend some time outside enjoying the peaceful nature. But as night fell, an eerie sound echoed from deep within the woods, something none of them could explain.
Yeah, that was a car, Who's the aliens, bro?
I
think it's a train.
Es que porque suena así a la verga.
But that's scary. Okay, do you guys want to go inside?
No. Es que dicen que no va a pasar nada, pero...
Stop. I'm recording this shit. But that's scary.
The haunting sounds echoed nearby, leaving Dario and his family both confused and terrified. They hurried inside for the night, hoping it was nothing. It wasn't until the next day, after they had already left the area, that they learned about the many unexplainable events said to occur in those very woods. Family photos are usually special keepsakes that bring back happy memories and a sense of nostalgia. They're a great way to remember the past, but for some people, those photos can hold unsettling memories instead. At first glance, this live photo looks completely normal, but if you take a closer look, you'll notice something strange just behind one of the kids. Take a look and see if you can spot it. Suddenly, a strange figure appears near the area where the family is gathered, only to vanish into thin air just moments later. What could this be? Was it some kind of eerie paranormal presence paying this family an unexpected visit? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This footage was taken at a swimming pool in the U.S., once a lively summer hotspot, now quietly avoided by locals after sunset. According to town lore, the pool's unsettling reputation began decades ago after a tragic night when a teenager drowned during a late-night swim. Ever since, tales of ghostly sightings and unexplained sounds have circulated, with many claiming the spirit of the boy still lingers there. The current caretaker had always brushed off these stories as nothing more than small-town myths, until recently, when he started to feel an unseen presence watching him during his nightly lockups. Determined to uncover the truth, he decided to film one of his evening rounds. What he captured changed everything he believed about the pool. A figure is seen peering out from a doorway leading to the pool, silently staring straight at the caretaker, who is visibly unsettled. The unsettling part? He was supposed to be the only one in the building, as the pool had already been closed for the night. So the question remains, who or what was watching him? A girl shared a disturbing video through an anonymous account, showing someone knocking on her door late at night.
Mami, te grabo este video porque están tocando constantemente la puerta. Están pasando cosas que no son normales. ¿Quién?
She explained that ever since the night she decided to open the door to see who was there, whatever it was began showing up more and more often.
¿Viste eso?
One night, when she heard the knocking again, she chose to stay completely still to see if it would go away, but instead, she made a terrifying discovery. An object on the table suddenly moves, and a dark hand can be seen reaching around the door, trying to get in. By opening the door that first night, did she unknowingly invite something into her home? Let me know what you think. A girl named Celeste from Mexico shared a series of eerie experiences, explaining that she had been seeing and hearing strange things outside her room, but whenever she checked, no one was ever there. Feeling unsettled, she chooses to spend the night at her cousin's house. But the following evening, as she's lying in bed, she hears the sound of the front door slowly opening.
No.
She discovers a box knocked over, but once again, no one is there.
No mames, está abierta la puerta. No hay nadie, o sea, no hay nadie, no hay nadie.
Celeste quickly grabs her phone to film the spot where all the strange sounds have been coming from, and that's when she catches a glimpse of it.
Me está dando miedo, te lo juro que estoy temblando. No, no mames, no mames, no mames.
From a corner far too small for anyone to hide, a dark figure with black hair is seen peeking out from the spot where the object had been thrown. Could this be a spirit tied to the house, or something far more sinister? A Twitter account called UK Ghost Hunts. One posted a chilling video that's been unsettling almost everyone who's seen it. The footage was captured using a regular camera at an unknown spot somewhere in the UK. Take a look under the archway. Mysterious, ghostly figure is visible for a moment before it completely disappears. The footage is a bit blurry, so it's hard to tell exactly what it was, but it could very well be something supernatural. A woman named Mara captured a terrifying moment while packing her things into a U-Haul with a friend. Suddenly, they started hearing eerie noises coming from the sewer nearby.
Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy word. Do you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What's going on around here?
Haunting sounds of someone singing can be heard echoing from deep within the sewers.
Noxious as hell.
Could this be just some kind of equipment noise? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Danny Moss, a TikTok user and TV presenter who also works as a paranormal investigator, runs an account called The Paranormal Investigator. He often shares footage from his ghost hunting experiences, and many of his clips are so creepy that they leave viewers uneasy. However, one video stands out above the rest. It starts off seemingly normal, showing a plain wall in an ordinary room. But within moments, things take a spine-chilling turn that's sure to send shivers through anyone watching.
Oh my god.
Out of nowhere, a mysterious ghostly apparition appears to move across the wall, leaving Danny clearly stunned, more fascinated than frightened. Someone in the background even reacts with amazement at what they've just witnessed. Do you believe this footage is genuine, or do you lean more towards skepticism in this case? Share your thoughts and theories below. A man called Jay Sison shared a frightening video saying that while he was in his living room, he noticed two girls who seemed to have broken into his backyard. When he began recording, what he caught on camera was like something out of a nightmare. Ominously, from the pitch-black yard, two girls can be seen watching him while making distorted faces. Suddenly, one of the girls turns her head away and then vanishes. Many viewers believe this could be a ghost or a skinwalker paying a visit. An overnight security guard named Haramis explains that while alone on his lunch break, he suddenly began to feel a strange, unsettling sensation.
No van a creer, amigos. Ahorita escuché que se movió el carrito. No lo vi. Escuché que ese carrito se movió, amigos. Pero sí, clarito, clarito escuché que lo movieron, amigos. Clarito, clarito. Si yo... Pues no alcancé a grabarlo, obviamente. Pero mire, no manches, mira. Chéquense. Ustedes me van a decir si soy yo. Son mis nervios, no sé. Pero, mire, no manches, no manches, no manches, amigos. Se movió, el carro se movió.
As one of the shopping carts moves on its own, the man starts recording and begins explaining what just happened, only to capture something even more unsettling.
Lo movieron, amigos.
He didn't notice it at first, but what sounds like a young boy's voice can be heard in the background. As Haramis continues describing what he witnessed, he suddenly realizes he's not alone. An urban explorer stumbled upon a chilling discovery while investigating an abandoned prison in Mexico. As he passed by the empty cells, something lurking in the darkness suddenly revealed itself to him. A dark figure draped in a red cloak is seen watching the man, but when he turns to look again, it vanishes without a trace. The figure bears a striking resemblance to La Santa Muerte, the personification of death, believed by many to grant miracles and safe passage to the afterlife. This TikTok video hints that true terror can sometimes be found within hospital walls. In the clip, shared by a man named Dennis Diogenes, he appears to have a chilling encounter with a ghost while inside the hospital.
O que acontece no meu plantão?
Você vai tirar foto minha aqui, viu?
Não tem. Pô, olha aí, olha aí. Não, sabe, deixa eu ver se tem alguém aqui dentro. Tá vendo? Não tem ninguém aqui dentro. Rapaz, minha mesa aqui.
Dennis later shared a second video that gives a bit more context to what was happening in the first clip. Let's take a look at this follow-up footage.
Tem ninguém aqui dentro, ninguém. Vou fechar aqui, deixar escoradinho aqui, ó. Ó. Tenha calma, você fecha já. Ó. Ó, sozinho. Ó, não tem ninguém aqui, ó. Rapaz. É incrível. Olha, ó. Maçaneta mexendo. Fecha aí, olha. Fecha a porta, vai. Fecha. Olha. Ai, ai.
Do you believe the hospital Dennis visited was truly haunted? If so, let me know what you think in the comments. A man from Mexico named Richardo kept waking up in the middle of the night to the unsettling sound of footsteps coming from his ceiling, like someone or something was walking above him. Something can be heard quickly moving across his roof. Richardo explains that ever since these noises began, he's barely been able to sleep, getting little to no rest at all.
Me dicen que es una bruja, que es algo que me viene siguiendo. De hecho, no puedo ni...
After a few nights, whatever had been lurking above finally decided to visit Richardo.
Desperté porque empecé a escuchar ruidos afuera de mi cuarto. Yo dejé mi puerta cerrada y ahora está abierta. Yo no sé qué pasa de verdad, pero...
Something can be heard knocking on Richardo's door, but when he checks, no one is there. By opening the door, did he unknowingly let this thing into his home? Let me know what you think. A TikTok user from Mexico, known as Y3RADJ, shared that ever since he played a game called Baby Blue Blue Baby, alone in front of a mirror, something unexplainable has latched onto him.
Tengo que decir Baby Blue 13 veces y después se me va a aparecer un bebé o una niña o no sé qué pedo. Pero algo se apareció. Así que vamos a darle. Venga. Baby Blue, Blue Baby, Baby Blue, Blue Baby, Verga, güey. Oh, mames.
One night, while he was wrapping up the closing shift with a coworker, he began shutting down services for the night. But as he did, whatever had been following him decided to make its presence known. As they finish turning everything off, a phone suddenly starts ringing from a dark room, as if something is deliberately trying to lure him downstairs. What happens if he answers that phone? Is it a warning? Or something far worse? A chilling video was uploaded by the Para Bro while they were exploring an old house that was up for sale. They noticed what appeared to be an animal's glowing eyes moving toward them. Thinking it was nothing unusual, they walked closer to the creature near the door, only to make a terrifying discovery.
Oh yeah, yes, here. Come here, little kitty. Come here, little kitty, kitty, kitty. Stop!
The seemingly harmless cat-like eyes suddenly rise, sending the Power Bros running in fear. Though the moment was terrifying, it's worth noting that the Para Bros are paranormal filmmakers. A woman named Jess was on a solo midnight shift at a psychiatric ward. As she walked away from the front desk near a shadowy hallway, she witnessed something unsettling.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door.
In the mirror, a tall, shadowy figure appears to be standing by the door, watching Jess, but when she looks straight ahead, no one is there. As she reaches out to move the door and make contact, the dark figure vanishes. Was it a mysterious presence passing through, just briefly revealing itself to Jess? Let me know what you think. Tonatiu, a man from Mexico, recorded a creepy video while driving home with a friend. They noticed an unusual figure along the roadside and, thinking it could be someone needing help, decided to pull over and check it out.
No. Pero ahorita que pasamos, te dije, mira, güey, y ya me creíste, me tiro.
Miren, raza, no se alcanza a ver. Espérate, aguanta. Vente por acá abajo.
They spot a dark silhouette kneeling on the ground, but as they move in closer, something unsettling happens.
No tengo ni puta idea.
The dark figure suddenly rises to its feet, prompting the friends to take off running in fear. A man living in the Appalachian Mountains shared that, around 2 a.m., he suddenly woke up and saw a strange figure standing in the hallway, silently watching him. Frozen in fear, the man listens as the unknown figure begins moving closer. When he finally turns his camera to get a better look, he captures something truly unsettling. A dark figure with a twisted, distorted face can be seen staring at him from the shadows, whispering in a low, demonic voice. From what's visible, the figure closely resembles the Babadook, a demonic entity made famous by filmmaker Jennifer Kent, inspired by a friend's real-life experiences of being haunted by a similar presence during childhood. What do you think? Abel, a user from Texas, shares that just beyond his backyard sits an eerie, long-abandoned house. Every time he got near it, he couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching him. Then, late one night, his surveillance cameras captured something shocking. What appears to be a little girl in white is seen walking near the abandoned house's yard. Considering the time of night and the complete darkness outside, the man may have unknowingly captured the spirit of a girl who once lived there. Was this a one-time appearance, or is it just the beginning of something more? A woman named Claire was home alone, watching TV, when she noticed her cat acting strangely, fixated on the door, which slowly began to creak open.
Close it. Close it.
As Claire begins speaking, challenging whatever is moving the door to open it again, something chilling happens in response.
Open the door. Please. Please open the door. It's a tiny bit.
As the door slowly opens, the camera momentarily loses focus, revealing a shadowy figure watching Claire through the gap. Some viewers suggested the shadow might simply be caused by the door meeting the frame, but that doesn't explain her cat's intense defensive behavior, as if it sensed a real presence. Because of this, Claire is convinced that whatever spirit haunts her home made contact with her that day. A man was exploring an abandoned building when he realized he wasn't alone. Urbex Explorer Dark Places, a channel focused on the risks of urban exploration, like still water and black mold, captured the moment. In one video, the man explores an abandoned butchery. At first, everything seems like a typical exploration until he ventures deeper into the facility. That's when he starts hearing strange noises coming from the basement and decides to follow the sound. At the very end, he comes across a room glowing with an eerie red light. As he peers inside, he makes a terrifying discovery. A person dressed in a cloak, seemingly performing some kind of ritual. Was this just a coincidence, or had he stumbled upon something he was never meant to see? Could this ritual be the source of the strange sounds, and was he in danger just by witnessing it? A man named Bambo was hiking through the Pocomoke State Forest when he started to feel like someone was following him. Concerned for his safety since he was alone, he began recording and captured this.
Me encuentro en el Pocomoke State Forest, en Maryland. Este es uno de los bosques más embrujados de Maryland. Llevo 25 minutos adentrándome aquí en el bosque. No he sentido así una sensación muy rara, pero algo hay aquí porque nomás de repente es un silencio total. ¿Oyeron? ¿Oyeron?
In the quiet forest, something can be heard moving swiftly behind him.
Bueno, espero hayan escuchado, pero les digo, sí hay sensación. Es una sensación rara aquí en este Pocono State Forest, que han sucedido muchas cosas. Asesinatos, desapariciones. Bueno, si desaparezco ya saben dónde estoy, en el Pocono State Forest.
Unable to find whatever was stalking him, he made his way out, especially since Maryland is known as the home of the infamous Black Hills Forest from the Blair Witch Tale. Could it be that he was being followed by something otherworldly? Susanna from Southwest Houston was on her way home one night when she noticed a strange pattern of lights coming from a nearby Dollar Tree.
The first encounters of the third kind is going on here.
Much like a scene from Independence Day, something appeared to be interfering with the store's electrical system. Viewers were left stunned. What on earth was happening? The mysterious video quickly went viral, with many people claiming they experienced similar power disturbances shortly after spotting a UFO in the area.
The first encounters of the third kind is going on here.
So, could this bizarre event simply be a malfunctioning alarm system? Or was it caused by some kind of UFO disturbance? Let me know what you think. A man from Peru, known for recording his late-night walks past a local graveyard due to its eerie atmosphere, experienced something unsettling one night. He suddenly heard a woman's voice calling his name from deep within the cemetery. As he quickly walks away in fear, the voice becomes more persistent, calling his name over and over, each time sounding more impatient and demanding. He managed to escape unharmed, but was left with a chilling question. Just who or what was calling his name from the shadows of the graveyard? During a night shift, a Mexican truck driver named Jesus posted a disturbing video. He described how, upon arriving at a truck stop one night, he saw what seemed to be a young girl moving behind his truck. But when he stepped out to check, he stumbled upon something truly horrifying. He spots what appears to be a small white figure peeking at him from behind his truck. Moments later, it can be seen again, peering out as he gets closer. But after checking the area, he finds no one there. With all the unexplainable things that happen late at night on the road, Jesus has grown to hate working the night shift. A woman named Daniela Mendez was driving past a Dairy Queen that was still under construction when she noticed the silhouette of a man standing inside the building.
De que está cerrada la Dairy Queen, güey. A ver si hay en construcción. ¡Cállate! Y hay un señor allá adentro. ¿Qué chingados hace ahí, señor? ¿Qué hace ahí? Es un señor con sombrero. Ya no se ve, pero sí se... No.
Ah, no, sí está.
¿Sí está?
Ah, ese es el velador.
Ay. Un velador no se va a vestir como si fuera, no sé, turista o acapulqueño. No se va a vestir así.
A shadowy figure resembling a man in a hat is visible sitting inside, but as Daniela approaches to get a clearer view and identify who it might be.
Señor, ¿qué hace ahí? Es un señor con sombrero. Ya no se ve.
The figure closely resembles a supernatural being known as the Hat Man, a shadowy entity believed to appear only to those it has attached itself to. What do you think? Sean from Off Grid and Grow shared that not long ago, they experienced the heartbreaking loss of their beloved dogs, Only and Nikki. In their memory, Sean created a small memorial site to ensure they'd never be forgotten. But just a few nights later, near their graves, Sean made a startling discovery.
All right, everybody, I need your opinion on this because it's either creepy or really cool.
Could this be Nellie and Nikita keeping a watchful eye on the property from beyond? What's really interesting is how the two orbs are staying perfectly, like, horizontal and together as they're floating around the property up there. And what really makes this truly interesting to me is how they disappear right into Nellie and Nikita's grave. And when those two orbs disappear into Nellie and Nikita's grave, this other orb floats over really slowly into the center of the property and just sits there.
On the surveillance cameras, two small balls of light are seen moving toward Nellie and Nikki's graves. Sean thinks it might be the spirits of his dogs, still staying close and watching over them. What do you think? A taxi driver in the Philippines was working late at night when he spotted a woman in a purple dress waving him down for a ride. But as the car door opened, it appeared that someone or something unseen got into the vehicle.
Scott Barrio. Sige pa.
As he looks into his rearview mirror, this happens.
Huh? Wala? Wala?
Horrified to find no one there, he brings the car to a complete stop in utter disbelief.
Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah! Ay. Diyos ko! Nasakay ko! Diyos ko! May sumakay kanina! May sumakay kanina! May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala? Scout Barrio sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala?
Even when checking his dash cam, no one can be seen on the sidewalk, despite the door opening by itself. Could this be the lingering spirit of a woman who passed away near that sidewalk while waiting for a ride home? Let me know what you think. This is Chris Baird, who is known for exploring haunted places. But this time, he goes camping with his friends Benjamin and Yasko. The three of them know a lot about the paranormal, but what they faced that night is way scarier than any ghost. When night comes, they get to a thick forest, a perfect place for a spooky adventure. After they set up camp, they decide to split up and check out the dark woods. Chris, always looking for excitement, takes out a spirit box, hoping to talk to spirits. But the forest stays very quiet until something weird happens.
And there's nothing around us right now. It sounds like someone's walking around in the snow. And again, I'm a realist too. Like, there could actually be an animal nearby. Animal could be in like a little hole. Whatever it is likes to hang out in here, clearly. Like, look at all that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you?
Agonizing.
It is agonizing. It's agonizingly scary. Did you just tap on that tree? Something out here is trying to scare me. This forest is too much. Like, for real.
Soft footsteps start to sound around Chris, coming from nowhere he can see. He looks around the trees, but doesn't find anything. Feeling more and more uneasy, he goes back to the campsite and meets up with Benjamin and Jasko by the car. But the night is only getting started, and it's about to get really scary.
My light is almost up.
Something's coming.
What?
Something's coming.
Where?
Like a vehicle or something. What if it's that same vehicle from earlier?
It might be.
Hold on.
Like, you actually think there's a vehicle coming right now?
Listen here.
Oh, I see lights, Dude, cut your light, cut your lights right now. Look at, there's a light up there.
Wait, is that a car?
I literally see lights coming at us. Look at that. We're all lit up. I'm turning myself up. You guys see those lights up there? Yo, they're shining a light around.
Wait, what?
They're shining a light around. Look.
Are they still at the campsite?
I don't know. I can't tell. Whoa. Are we seeing lights or are we just seeing the fire? Because I'm pretty sure I saw like a flashlight shining around, but I could be wrong.
No, I saw something too, but...
Yo, it's right there. Look at. Oh shit. I don't know. There's more than one.
What?
Just stay down. Just stay down.
Dude, they're driving really slow.
Oh, yo.
They stopped at our campsite.
What are they doing?
Ooh.
They just took off. Bro, what the hell was that?
Why did they stop at the campsite?
How many people do you think there were? Any good? Let's all stick together. This is so weird.
Suddenly, the sound of a car engine breaks the quiet. A car is coming toward their campsite. The three friends freeze, holding their breath and staying very still. The car stops nearby, but they don't know why. Then, just as quickly, it drives away. For now, they stay hidden, but the feeling of unease stays with them.
Someone came from that way and was like walking around our campsite with flashlights. Did they pick them up?
They might have. Maybe there actually was somebody out here. I don't see anybody. I think we're okay. Dude.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Because here's the thing. If someone's out here doing like a little campsite thing, why would you show up with lights outside of your windows, like pointing them and stuff?
Doesn't make any sense. Like they were just like shining, like I don't know if they were gonna try to take some stuff. So they pointed their lights at us. It was really weird. I just have a weird feeling.
I'm just curious about what we saw initially, because there was noises and people from both
before that vehicle came,
yeah,
right?
before they came.
I saw a light moving around, without a doubt. Alright, no. Oh my god, yo, dude. The fire, let's get out of here, dude. Seriously, let's get out of here. The fire, let's get out of here. We'll get this noise on. Yes. Those are gunshots. Here, pipe this. I'm just packing anything out, dude. This is broken. You can't close your case. That ain't worth it. It is not worth it.
They were trying to scare us.
That was so close to us, too.
They were trying to
scare at us? That's why I just don't understand.
But they were definitely trying to scare us. I could say that with 100% certainty.
You're trying to cover stuff, so just be careful. We have to like pull over down here. I want to get somewhere safe right now. What the f?
Then, gunshots ring out. Panic takes over. This isn't a ghost hunt anymore. It's something much more dangerous. The three friends grab whatever they can and run from the forest, leaving everything behind and running for their lives. Chris, Benjamin, and Jasko got away safely, but the mystery of that night is still unsolved. Who was in that car? Were they being targeted, or was something worse happening? In October 2023, YouTuber creepcaught, who is famous for his wild fan camping videos, tried something different. Instead of camping in the forest like usual, he chose an old abandoned house far out in the countryside to camp alone. At first, it seemed like just another trip, but as night came, strange things started happening.
There's definitely something up there. Get! I can hear it walking around, whatever it is. Probably a raccoon. There's definitely something upstairs right now. I haven't even cooked dinner yet, and once I do dinner, I'll have to bag that up. Bag up my leftovers or my food bag, and I'm gonna toss that outside as far as I can.
He began to hear odd sounds, footsteps, creaking, and thumps coming from upstairs. He tried to ignore them, but something didn't feel right.
It's only 9:30, 9:26. I mean, the wind has picked up a bit. So it could be branches clonking against the house, especially up front, because they're like everything is grown right up to the house. But it sounded like there was something walking around right above me. Yeah!
Despite everything, he stayed the whole night and recorded it all. When morning came, he packed his things and left without any problems. In this video, a man is abruptly awakened in the middle of the night by unusual sounds coming from inside his room. He quickly grabs his phone, and what he manages to capture is genuinely terrifying.
No. No, não é possível.
While filming, he points his camera at the mirror, and that's when it appears, a demonic figure standing right next to him. But when he turns the camera to look directly, there's no one there. So what was it? A ghost? A demon? Or something even more sinister? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.